Okay, what I'm doing here today is I'm going to make a stew. I'm going to make this one a weird stew because I'm trying to use up some stuff out of my cabinet. So today, the grand total today was $14.66. I got carrots. I got their clean out for pork stew meat. And then there was a clean out with these meatballs. They had two of these, but I'm just going to put one. So I got 12 meatballs. Again, see, I just don't really care what I put in it. So I got pork stew meat, $4.25. Ended up, it was originally $6.50, so you saved a couple bucks there. This will save a couple bucks there. A couple of Ortega chilies, or diced green chilies. I got a can of diced tomatoes, no salt added. They were 89 cents instead of $1, so they were cheaper, no salt. Beef broth, $1.50, I think. A couple of onions. I think the onions were typically pretty cheap. Let me see. Check them out last. $1.36 for the onions. And these I have. These are code dated 12/24. So they're all old. So I want to use these up, and that's basically what I'm trying to do is use up some stuff in the cabinets. So I take my crock pot, a good old crock pot. I'm going to plug it in right over here. So now it's plugged in. I'm going to put it on warm. It's got warm on this Hamilton. It's just this cheap old Hamilton Beach thing. And then I'm going to take this out. Let that start cooking. I'm going to give my thing a quick wipe out in case any dust got in there, any varmints, whatever. And then I'm going to end up putting this right in the sink here because it just works. I can just throw my stuff right in here. It's lower. So we're going to start off. We're going to start getting some stuff off the counter here. We're going to start off with the meat on the bottom. I'm not going to make any breaks in this because I want to see it real time. Okay, there's the pork is in there. These are meatballs. I've never used meatballs before because I think they're going to I don't know what's going to happen to the meatballs. But they're going to go in there. Get in there. They don't want to come out. Maybe that's why they're on sale. They don't want to come out. All right, so we're going to get a little spoon. Knock them out of there. I am not using a recipe book. I'm just cooking. I think these are going to be pretty cool. These have I think it said, let me see, what does it say in here? Limited edition. Ooh, it must be worth a lot of money. Uncured bacon cheddar. So we got bacon cheddar. That'll be interesting. Put this in the dishwasher here. Okay, got it. All right, so we got all the meats in there. The onion. And then somewhere my bag is right here. I will take this bag and I'll start putting this stuff. I should have got a bag for the vegetable bag, but I didn't. The bag that just threw the onions in the cart. All right, let me get the onion done. This is going to be the most complicated part of the whole thing. Is going to be the cutting up the onion. A little onion core left in there, so we're going to get that off of there. I got the onion the way you want. I'm going to go like this, three runs through there like that. And then I'll just start he's getting a little too crazy for the knife. starting to cry a little bit. You see the way that works out really nice? You just kind of like slide the stuff right in there. Do this one a little different. And that way, whoo. I'm dealing with a small cutting board, so, you know. Notice I keep the tip of the knife down, keep all my leverage over there, keep my curls bent, and my fingers bent over. So when you get a lot of people, you pick up the knife, but keep the tip of the knife down. Back of the knife is where it's typically sharper. You have the most leverage where your hand's at. Just kind of like shoving it in there. Just keep your hand out of the way of the machine here. This is going to cook a long time. And I'm using 2 onions because I just heard someone was just telling me about the benefits of the onions, okay? Ooh, boy. I'm tearing up pretty good here. $1.39 for the carrots. Okay. Woo. Rinse that off. Ooh, boy, these onions are strong today. Ooh. We gotta find a hand cranker here. Gotta get in these cans. We gotta get a little warm in there. Oh, this doesn't like this one. Too small of a can, maybe. Just gonna do that. Maybe if I hold it. There we go. It doesn't just want to hang on to the can. It's good enough. This ain't for 2 Ortega chilies. I like a lot of spice in here, so I'm going to do a lot from these chilies. This is getting, as you see, this is gonna. I'm going for the. Usually I do straight stew, but I'm going for a chili feel today because I got to use my beans. Here are the beans. This is pinto beans. And the other one's going to be kidney beans. You can see it's full. It is full already. Now I gotta drain it. Get that thick juice out of there first. kind of a thick, juicy stuff in here. All right. There's the kidney beans. Rinse them like 3 times. All right, kidney beans are in. And I use the juice from the sweet corn. These are sweet golden corn. Wait a minute. Yeah, super sweet golden corn on this one. And I don't know if I'm gonna use the other one or not because this is getting pretty full. I don't think it's gonna fit. Okay, there it is. It is ready to go. Mess is cleaned up. Oh, I found one meatball got away here. One left. Didn't notice that. Throw that in there. Okay. All right, so now, all right, this can go in here. These can go in here. Give this a quick tie. Now, this over here now. We'll clean that up in a minute. So we got this. We're going to move this over to here. And it's warm in there already. So we're almost ready to go here, folks. Everything's in. We're going to put it on high right now. And now, seasoning. Seasoning, I'm going to do a teaspoon here. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of pepper. You just flatten them off in this thing. You can see there, it's got a little spot right there. You just put the spoon in and flatten it out. And I'm using a little sea salt here. I'm probably going to put about 2 teaspoons of sea salt. And then a little less of this. I'm going to do about half of this thing. So just a little bit. I can always bring it up later, but it's hard to make it go away. So just a little bit of that. So there's your salt, pepper, and little stuff. So now I'm using beef stock. I don't know, $1.49 a box or something like that. This is already cooking. This is hot. It's already getting there. And then you're gonna put some beef stock in there. Yeah, I just put this in. I used to put the beef stock in first, but then I said, wait a minute, I can use the beef stock to rinse down the seasonings. So there we go. That is in. I'm all done. I'm finished here. And I'll come back later and we're going to see what it looks like. But you see that didn't take very long. And I think that took that's it right now, 14 minutes and 27 seconds. So that is 15-minute crock pot. It's going to make a whole bunch of meals. I'm not sure how many, but it's going to make a lot. Okay, it's been 8 hours or so. And I had to pull out some juice because it got way too juicy here. So, yeah. But it is just wonderful. The smell, ooh, steam got it. The smell is great. The meat's all broken up. I stirred it a couple of times, but I'll get into the packaging. But yeah, it smells wonderful. I haven't adjusted the spiciness yet. I haven't tasted it yet, but that's about 8 hours. It was on, I had it on high. I had it on a high right here for about 4 hours, and then I was on low for about 4 hours. And now I'm going to put it on keep warm because I'll probably just turn it off. I'm just going to turn it off right now. It's been 8 hours. So it's going to continue to stay warm. I'm going to serve myself up a bowl and have some, and then I'll show the packaging it up, and show how you package it and put it in the freezer. Go from there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we are going to put it in those things, and we're going to use we're going to use something like this, big, huge. We're going to see how many this is going to make. I'm gonna give each one a full shot because it made so much juice that I add extra juice that I take it out because it started overflowing. So this one, it is meaty. It is super meaty, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is after I get these all packaged up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let them sit on the counter for about an hour. Okay. The rule is you got to get these things down to below 36 degrees or no, below 41 degrees in under 4 hours. So I'm going to let them sit outside for about an hour, and then I'm going to put the tops on and then put them directly into the freezer. Okay, I freeze mine. I know some people they refrigerate theirs and they keep them, for a day or two. And I might keep one out for tomorrow. But so it looks like here it's going to be 9. I'm probably going to do. It's going to make at least 10. And I ate 2 bowls of this already. 2 big, huge helping bowls. And what I did with one of the bowls, I put a little cheese on top. And that was pretty good. Okay, so now once we get this far, what I do is I take this, it's turned off, unplugged, I put this in here. And it's just easier to work with once it's in there. Then we're gonna move my whole thing over here. I should have did this first. Sometimes I just do this first. You can see there's 10. And what you can do is I sit this up here, and you see it kind of move the juice over here. Then you just balance it out. Just balance it out. That's all you need to do now. Down to the last drop. I'm gonna say I have some leftover juice, but I don't think I need it. I'm just gonna end up throwing that away. Maybe a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. This one. So let's get my little extra juice here. So I pulled this out when it was getting over full. You see a little grease on top. Now, what it tastes like today is one flavor. Also, I did add a little bit of salt. I just needed a little bit of salt, so I added 1 more teaspoon of salt, but I did everything else the same. And again, I served it with a little bit of cheese on top, and it was very good. So this is it. Voila. So you got 10 meals for the freezer. In these packages here, the 2 square ones are 2 cups. The rest of these are all 1.5 cups. So you know you can do the math on that. And these are very filling. And this, to me, this is just about, they're just one helping of food. So there you go. 15 minutes for the prep, and this whole piece in the back. There was no stopping the camera. And this packaging is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So there we go. That's how you make meal for 10 days plus today, 11 days for $15.